Thank you for clicking on this video. If you enjoy what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell to stay up to date with our latest content.
And hey, don't forget, check out our Patreon where you can be part of the dream and enjoy this transaction.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the all-new Microtransaction. I'm your host, Liquid. Joining me today, I have the man who gets all of the trophies, all of the achievements, the Lifetime Achievement Award, Walking Lifetime Achievement Award himself, Chris. Chris, how are you?
Oh, hey, what's up? I was just like, Kojima just won't stop bothering. I'm like, no, I don't want to play Metal Gear Solid 6 right now. I have to film the podcast, the #1 show on the internet. Kojima, leave me alone. We'll hang out later. I'm gonna be there. I had to film the show.
I imagine this is what Jeff Keighley has to go through.
Bro, Jeff, look, he'll be all right. Just save us a couple futons. Like, he's got he has a deal. They have futons. It's an advertising thing. They're trying to give them away. Who wants a futon?
Yeah,
Jeff, I'll talk to you later. Jesus. Anyway, sorry, Liquid. It's just when you're at the VGA's Live 2021 and you're a shot caller and just living your best life. It's just like, bro, I'm a regular guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing regular
let's talk
things.
about this. Yeah.
I'm
doing regular things.
Right.
Jesus. Anyway, I'm sorry, Liquid.
So, for those who don't know, we're a little spruced up today. Chris, you're looking good today.
Huh? You know what can I say? You're at the VGAs. You gotta come correct.
You sure do. All right, we got our coats on, a little jackets on. We're ready. Why? VGAs is happening. It's going down. All right. So in celebrations, we're gonna go through the nominees. We're gonna just dissect them, see our picks, maybe get a little bit of predictions in there. Just have a little fun with it, right? Video game awards galore, or I guess they call them the Game Awards now. It's not called Video Game Awards. I'm still calling them Video Game Awards, yeah, because I don't care. But
they're videos, they're games. It's an award show.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of it's in the title. Come on.
Yeah, grow up,
Chris. Before we get into it, though, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
dude? Honestly, it's been a real nice week. The weather's been astonishing. I just been able to now in Florida, it's a treat when you kind of put on a jacket and you can wear it all day. It's not like, for those who don't live in Florida, you wake up in the morning, it's cold in the morning, and then turns to 1,000 degrees in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have the jacket on all day, and it feels nice. And I've been doing nice, feeling nice. By the way, playing Halo, working on the shot with the boys. Watching ACS in all its beauty. Boy, what a good time to be a Halo fan, baby. And I'm at the award show.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Like, Halo, it's fun to watch. It's fun to play, and just keeping up with it. We're making content surrounding it as well. That's been a blast to make as well. Please check that out if you haven't done so already. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Well, Chris,
Liquid works really hard on it.
I try. Yeah. With that being said, maybe we should just dive right into some nominations, right?
Bro, let's jump in.
All right, so we're gonna go with one of them here. Now, granted, these aren't all of the nominations. We took some out. We figured there's some that you probably don't care about. Esports team, you probably don't care about. Esports coach, esports player, you probably don't care about none of that stuff. We're just talking mostly about games, game related. Maybe there might be some stuff in there that's something close to what we're talking about. Whatever. If it's in there, it's in there. If it's not in there, I took it out. And if it's in there and I don't like what I'm reading, I'm gonna take it on the fly. So. That's what we do here at Microtransaction, baby. Fast, loose, professional.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! All right. First up here, best game direction. Let me go through the games here. We've got Deathloop, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart. What are you thinking, Chris?
Honestly, when I think of game direction,
yeah,
I gotta give this to Psychonauts 2. You think? Like the way it's put together, the story, the different environments, but still coinciding like a quote unquote linear story, but having these crazy things that should throw it off and doesn't. Like, I would just think the direction of the game is rock solid.
Awesome. I like that. See, I'm gonna take a different approach here. I'm gonna go with Deathloop. All right. The reason why I'm gonna say Deathloop is because you're going into you're like essentially replaying the same day over and over, but you can tackle it so many different ways. When you come, you have different different ways, like different areas you can see, different times of day you can see them in, and each day it's a little different. So I just the way the direction the way it takes place, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. It's just always random. It's always a treat, I feel like, and I just feel like that's the best one, just because he just keeps you on your toes. It feels awesome. It's fun to play, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Look at, I think, I think you're right, dude. I think if because we have to remember, this is also a prediction of who we think was gonna win.
Right.
Those were ours, but I have to say that you're probably right. I think Deathloop. I think the thing is with the VGAs, I'm gonna preface this. I'm sorry to cut my own self off, but
No.
VGAs kind of have a tendency of giving everyone their flowers. Like, hey,
Yes.
we handled Xbox with this, we handled PlayStation this, we handled Nintendo with this. We need to work on our sponsors. It's the machine at play. Like, you can see it happen in real time. And I think this, I want to say, if they don't get best narrative, which they shouldn't. Yeah, I would say that this is probably Deathloop's award. I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think Psychonauts 2 can win another award down the road.
Exactly, that's what I'm getting at as well. Like you said, this is like you get an award, you get an award. They just hand them out over here. So these awards, and for the record, I'm gonna let everybody know these awards don't mean shit. They're literally nothing. Like Chris said, it's literally just there for everybody to. It's like everybody gets like an achievement award, like hey, participation award, if you will. So yeah, we're gonna go with Deathloop. I'm gonna because I want to keep the ones we agree on, like the ones that we say on the show. I'm gonna keep them in here so that way we can go back to it and see which ones are right, which ones are wrong. Just play around with it a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah. And also, we're gonna see some dope trailers. You know what I'm saying? That's another good thing about the Game Awards. So.
Right. That is. I think that's the good thing about the Game Awards is because of the trailer. That's all I watch it for. I don't give a shit about these awards, to be honest with you. But yeah, the trailers, damn good. And just to see what Kojima's gonna bring to the table. All right, so we're talking Deathloop here. All right, next one, best narrative. All right, Deathloop shows up again. It Takes Two, Life is Strange: True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2.
I'm gonna. I'll
go first. I'll go first. Best narrative. I'm gonna go with It Takes Two. Only because I know it's really mainly because there's a book that narrates the story essentially for a lot of it, and it's about, not to spoil too much here, it's just about a couple who's going through a divorce and they're just trying to sort of like find, I guess, true love in each other again. So I don't know, I think it's always a nice story. I think it's a good narrative to follow, so that's where I'm going with it.
I think when it comes to narrative, if there's one game that leaps out at me, and I'm going to say it's actually Life is Strange True Colors, because when you talk about Life is Strange, the thing is you can't talk about Life is Strange. People are like, oh, I don't want to ruin the story for me. It's just really good and play it. But what about, I can't tell you anything about it. Just play the damn game. Because you want people to experience these moments, these characters, and this almost like coming of age story, like in real time. And when you have something where people like watch it, why is like, I can't tell you, you just listen to me. Right. And when you have when a game or a movie earns that kind of applause, award, it deserves an award. So I strongly believe in Life is Strange is gonna win this.
I think honestly, I'm leaning more towards your way as well. I agree with you there, because I mean, essentially that game is mostly all story. You figure there's little to no gameplay in the game. I mean, you walk around, sure, you pick stuff up, and I'm sure, and essentially she talks about it, or he talks about it, depending on the character.
You do the video game thing where you're
yeah, exactly. That's what you that's exactly what you just pick it up and you look at it. So yeah, very little gameplay, but mostly it's very story based. So I think you're right on the money there. So you know what? I'm gonna take mine away, and I'm gonna follow what you're saying here as well. We're gonna stick with Life is Strange. I like that. All right. So next up on the list here, best art direction. We have Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart, and The Artful Escape, which I've never heard of.
Yeah. I assume it's a very beautiful game. It's like the indie film at the like the Grammys or the like a movie award show. It's like, hey, there's this amazing indie movie you never heard such scene of, and it's in a language you don't speak, but it's really good. And you're like, cool, I don't care about it. That's what I'm assuming the Artful Escape is. Okay, and I'm sorry, but I'm just. What do you think, Liquid? I want to know what you think.
Like, part of me wants, if it's art direction, part of me wants to say Kena Bridge of Spirits, just because of the fact that they are an animation studio. I wish I knew more about the Artful Escape. I'm also looking at because the thing is, I see Psychonauts 2, and there's some levels in there where I'm like, well, the art really pops in that. Even Deathloop has a nice, like a cool little like 70s art style, like that little swag to it. Man. And then you got Ratchet and Clank, which just looks beautiful, like the art, like the architecture in general in that game, and just the way everything looks very cartoony. Colors really pop. I'm gonna go with Kena Bridge of Spirits again, just because they're an animation studio. If they don't win Best Art Direction, I kind of think that's all they have, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna go with them.
You see, with me, like, yet again, I'm gonna default to what I said about our first, not the first award, where I'm like, I think Psychonauts 2 can win something down the road, and the same thing goes for Ratchet and Clank, because it is such a beautiful fucking game. I agree. But Kena Bridge of Spirits, if they don't win this, they don't win anything.
Right.
So exactly I'm gonna go with Kena Bridge of Spirits.
We've got the same mindset. I think the exact same way. I'm like, if they don't win this, I agree. I don't see them winning anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So next on the list, we have Best Score in Music. Our nominees are Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop, Near Replicant, version 1.22474487139. Just got it's the full title, Chris.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Oh, dude, you know it. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy or The Artful Escape yet again.
Honestly, because of last week's episode, I think I'm gonna go with Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy with a Deathloop probably at a close second, just because all the facts you iterated last week, which I'm sure you're gonna talk about right now. Right. But I think I'm gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, I think that's a strong choice. I think the same thing. Part of me wants to say Near Replicant for some reason, only because I think if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think I heard that game was supposed to be, like, the song's supposed to be really good. The music from it's supposed to be really good. I don't know how true that is. Again, take it with a grain of salt. I could be talking out of my ass here. But yeah, I'm going to go with Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. It's licensed music. Licensed 80s music, 70s music, and it just slaps, dude. It's really good. It's so good, dude. I think the music is the best, if not one of the best, probably the best part of the game. I know that kind of doesn't say much for the gameplay. It kind of makes it sound shittier than what it is, but it's good. Let's just put it that way. It's good.
Yeah. Well, we have what's next, Liquid?
Best audio design.
Best audio design.
Our choices are Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, or Returnal.
I think Resident Evil is gonna win this because they know how to set ambiance and stuff like that, and I think that's what's gonna make them win this award.
I was thinking the exact same thing, actually. Yes.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
No.
Resident Evil Village, for the exact same reason. Yes, they know how to create a setting, tones. They know how to make the tones happen. They know to put you in a situation when they're like, okay, we got to put music that's gonna terrify. We gotta put them in a setting that's just gonna make them crap their pants, and they do it perfectly. If there's one thing I love about these new Resident Evils that are now first person, it's just the tones. They just captured so well. And yes, I'm gonna go with audio design. Everything sounds good, from the lichens that are in the game to, you know, the big titty goth girl who's chasing you down, the mansion. Oh my god. Let me get a
Hold on. Water, hold on.
Whoa. Okay, there we go.
Best thing of 2021.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Oh, never.
Sorry, Master Chief.
Sorry, Master Chief. You don't have boobs.
No. And she's actually taller than Master Chief.
She is. Master Chief's what, 7 foot? She's like, I think 9 foot or some shit like that. That's wild. That is wild, dude. She can sit on Master Chief with that thing. All right.
With that thing, boy.
Okay, now that we're done, cleaning ourselves off, toweling off, if you will, we're gonna go with best performance now. So, I think this is where it starts getting a little difficult. All right.
No,
You don't think so?
this is easy. This is so easy.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go down the list, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't think you're right when you're saying it's easy. We have Erica Mori as Alex Chen from Life is Strange: True Colors. We have Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo from Far Cry 6. Jason E. Kelly as Colt Van from Deathloop. I don't know if it's Van or Vaughn. I think it's Vaughn, actually. Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu Lady Dimitrescu is what it is. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. From Resident Evil Village. And then we have Ozioma Akaga as Juliana Blake from Deathloop. Now, Chris, you're probably thinking Giancarlo Esposito's got it in the bag. Far Cry 6. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I in there?
You're correct.
Okay, I heard he's not that great in that game. I heard when it comes to voiceover, that's just what I heard. I don't know how true that is. I haven't heard it for myself. This is just what I hear. That being said, I'm still gonna pick him though for this. So, what do you? I'm assuming.
Now, why are you gonna pick him?
Because he's an actor. He's a real actor. That's kind of messed up.
Whoa!
I didn't mean it like that. Like, okay, how about this? His career. He's been around the business for a long time. His acting career, I think, goes further than a lot of these other people. He's a big name actor. His name holds weight. Some people, I think, have played Far Cry 6 because he was in it. So that's why I choose Giancarlo Esposito.
If this man doesn't show up to this award show without winning an award, like, there's no way. This is where the politics happen, where like the video game awards needs that star power, and this is how you bring him. You give him the award. He's all expected to win. He was like, his face was literally all over this game in the marketing. This guy, they give. This whole thing is to give this man an award, and I'm not saying you're probably 100% right. Liquid, there's probably better performances, hands down. There is better performances, but it doesn't matter. This is the game. This is part of the machine of the VGAs. I get it. Do what you gotta do to keep those lights on. Yo, I'm here right now. These lights are bright.
Oof.
Okay. All right, and you got to keep that on. You need the star power to get there, and that's how you do it. Like, it sucks, but it is what it is.
As far as these lights, no one would know better than Chris. I mean, he's literally there. Look at him. You want to call him alive, like, Chris? You're not there, but he's there. He's maybe a little bit early, but he's there. All right.
Yeah, it's a pre-production. I'm going over the lines, checking my marks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Kojima's
asking me how I can help him write Metal Gear Solid 6. I'm like, dude, I'm not for free.
How about you help him write on Death Stranding 2, maybe?
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, I'm like, Kojima-san, he can hear me. We talk about Metal Gear Solid 6 as a joke, but like, I already told him. He's like, you play Deathloop? Or not Deathloop, the Death Stranding? And I was just like, yeah, what you think? Metal Gear!
It's really good. Deathloop, hell yeah. All right. So, best ongoing game, all right? Now, I feel like this is when it starts getting a little different here. All right, because we got Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Final Fantasy 15 Online, just got an update actually, Fortnite, or Genshin Impact. What are we thinking here?
I'm going to go with the obvious answer, which is Fortnite.
Okay.
Because they just had Ariana Grande's concert. They're getting all these skins. Naruto's in the fucking game. Naruto Uzumaki. Like they support the game really well. And I'm like, Warzone is having cheaters going up the wazoo. Apex, you sometimes if you play your cards right, you'll be in a slow-mo server. Final Fantasy is the only thing that really gives this competition, and I don't think Genshin Impact will win because it's a free-to-play game and there's microtransactions. They want to keep away from that.
Okay, interesting. Part of me wants to say Genshin Impact. I don't know why. I'm like, look, it's a Chinese studio if I'm not mistaken, and for some reason I feel like China has their grubby little paws all over the award show in some way, shape, or form. So part of me wants to say Genshin Impact. Tinfoil hat. But you said Fortnite. I'm gonna go with Warzone. You know what? Because I wanted to say Fortnite as well, just to be different. I'm gonna go with Warzone. All right. The reason being, like you said, cheaters absolutely, but I just feel like Call of Duty has that pull where they're just like, especially lately, where cheaters, granted, but they're still pulling in big numbers. No, they'll stay away from Call of Duty though because of the Bobby Kotick thing though. So I don't think that'll be as good.
See, the only way you're right if there's a new trailer for Warzone.
There wouldn't. Wait, this airs on the 9th, right?
9th. Mm-hmm.
The same day I think the trailer, the new map drops.
It's not crazy.
It's not.
It's not crazy.
I'm gonna go to whim. I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna keep Warzone. I don't think it's gonna win, but I still want to keep yours in mind there.
I'm gonna say I still think it's gonna be Fortnite because of Ariana Grande, because they're gonna plaster that bitch all over this fucking thing.
I think you have a good point. I think you have a great point actually.
But if there's a trailer or something like that that's there where they're directly offering to the VGAs, then it's good. That's what I seriously think is gonna happen.
Okay. Next on the list we have Best Indie Game. All right. Our nominees are 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, or Loop Hero. I'm gonna go with Death's Door just from everything you tell me and from what I hear online. I don't think Kena Bridge of Spirits will win this one. Like I said, I think they'll get the best art direction. I really do. I don't think 12 Minutes will win just because that game, I think it sucks. I don't think it holds up. Like I think some people did like it. However, the people who do like it probably never beat it because the ending does not. You just don't feel rewarding in any way, shape, or form. It feels like it just falls off the heel. Like I don't know. It just feels like it was a great idea, just poorly executed. So I'm not picking 12 Minutes. Like I said, that takes out Kena Bridge of Spirits. And then as far as Inscription and Loop Hero, I've seen Loop Hero. I don't think I've seen what it looks like, and it's just a knight that goes in like loops. I don't think that's that good. It looks okay. It is a Devolver Digital game, and they do pretty good things there. I've never played Inscription, so just because I've never played Inscription, I'm going to assume that nobody else played Inscription just because I'm a real true gamer. So I'm going to go with Death's Door.
Okay. Now, Liquid, I want to agree with you.
Oh, okay. What do we got here? Hit me with it.
I think if they can get Willem Dafoe or one of these actors to get in this, show up at this award show, 12 Minutes wins without question.
That is a great point. So again, we're going with the star power of it. We're going with the.
It is what it is. You gotta feed the beast. The thing is, if they can't get any of these people, and it's just the guy who made the game, then it's not winning. Death's Door is winning without a doubt.
Right. Okay.
But if one of these, if you see Willem Dafoe, I forget,
Daisy Ridley,
and I always forget John McAvoy,
James McAvoy.
But James McAvoy. If one of these three people are there, I haven't seen them on the list yet. I've been hanging with Kojima and Jeff. But if they end up showing up, bro. First of all, Liquid, don't worry about it. I will give Daisy your number. All right, but yeah, I know. But like, if one of them show up, they got this. They got this locked.
Okay. So you think they do have it locked? Okay. Hey, like I said, I think that's great logic. I don't think any of them show up. I'll be honest with you. I think all of them would sound like way too big actors. Giancarlo Esposito is a big actor as well, but because he was part of a AAA game, I think the odds of him showing up are a little more. You can see him more just because Ubisoft will throw him money. Like, hey, we need you to promote more. Like, so the job's not done yet. All right. And so I think you're on the money when you say that. I don't see Daisy McAvoy or Defoe showing up at all. But I'm gonna keep both, so we'll come back to and see.
I would love to be wrong.
Yeah, no, I would love to be right, but
yeah.
All right, next, best debut indie title. All right, we've got Kena Bridge of Spirits, Sable, the Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, or Valheim. Besides one. Actually, besides I think just one game here, I don't really know a lot of the rest. I'll be honest with you. I'm a real gamer.
Wow.
Dude, I'm gonna just because we've seen the Artful Escape 3 different times on this list. I'm gonna go with the Artful Escape. I don't never see anything about it, but I'm gonna go with it.
You know, you might be right, but I really love the way Sable looked.
Oh, I remember Sable. It was like that. They were like in the desert. It was like that. It was. I remember it now. I do remember Sable. It does look cool.
You know, I think this is one of those quicker awards, and I'm like, Sable would show up real nice. It'd be a nice contrast of things that are already won. And like I said before, I think Kena Bridges Spirits have already won an award.
Right.
They're now winning another one. So I think it's gonna be that. And I always think Valheim. I'm like, man, dude, you were something that could have been cool. It's just you got lost in the shuffle. And if you got lost in the shuffle in 2021, maybe you weren't that good.
Ouch. I've never seen Valheim. What's that about? If you can give me a quick run through.
It's in Valheim, the Nordist game where they're like Vikings and stuff. Isn't it that game?
I think I know what game you're talking about, but I don't think that's it. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Then.
Like I don't know. So
you're a real gamer. You would know.
Yeah, you know me, bro.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Games for Impact. All right.
The fuck does that mean?
It's in the title. It's Games for Impact, Chris. Come on now.
Jeff,
Ask Chief Keeley. Yeah, there you go.
What does it mean?
What does what mean?
Don't act like you don't hear me now.
Oh, now you don't want to hear me.
You mean knock over my water?
Oh man, that's not good. You're on thin ice, Jeff. All right.
Liquid was right about you.
Oh, tell him again. All right. Games for Impact. We've got Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, I believe is how you pronounce that. Life is Strange True Colors, or No Longer Home. I'm gonna go with Boyfriend Dungeon, just because when I hear Games for Impact, the only thing I can think of is like inclusive, you know what I'm saying, like people who feel like they want to be known, or not even just known but represented rather. I think Boyfriend Dungeon does it well, from what I've been told, because they had never played the game, but from what you've told me, from what I've read, from what I've seen, it sounds like Boyfriend Dungeon is pretty good when it comes to that. So I'm gonna go with Boyfriend Dungeon.
I want Boyfriend Dungeon to win, but Life is Strange has the brand recognition, and that's a game that can win multiple times, because it's like, hey guys, look at this, and we give it the flowers and all this stuff. And you know, don't get me wrong, it's not like Life is Strange is a bad game, because it's not. But Boyfriend Dungeon kind of came at the beginning of the year, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of forget, but like it's this dungeon crawler dating sim where you're dating your weapons, but like you could date a guy and a girl, but it's a and it's okay. Like it's a lot of fun in the genre of Impact, and you're like, oh, I want this game to win an award, like game like this to win an award someday, where it's not so heavy-handed on its political themes, but it's like playing within the world. Like there's another dating sim, Dream Daddy, it came out a couple years ago, where it was just like, you know, you're a guy, you're dating other guys, but it's not like we're gay. It's just like how it is to be a single dad and your daughter just wants you to fall in love again. It is just so cute, but it's in like it's like that. And I think this is those type of games. I'm like, this is gonna matter a lot in the future, so I really like it. So I'm, you know what, screw everything I said about Life is Strange. I'm going Boyfriend Dungeons.
Yeah. All right. I put Life is Strange for you, but I'm taking it out. But I do agree. I think Life is Strange is capable of winning multiple awards, just like you said. I know a lot of people love that game. I personally don't know why. Like I haven't tried it, but I've seen other people play. I'm like, doesn't look like it plays good for me. I don't know. I don't like when I saw the story to it. I'm just like, it just doesn't capture me. Especially you got a girl who can like rewind time at some point. I don't know. It didn't speak to me. I'm sorry. And I've been a girl who can rewind time, so I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, maybe they took a page out of my life. Chris, I think I'm gonna take a little break, a little intermission, because we're gonna kick it to the lot, boy. Oh yeah, the list of transactions. We're gonna kick it to the lot, and because of that, I gotta take off my jacket because it's getting too damn hot.
Bro, it's hot in here, but you know what? I stay hot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the lot is always hot, so you know what I'm saying. We gotta represent here. Let's put the jacket up here like so. I bought this thing in Rodeo Drive. You know, wasn't at no Goodwill, just Rodeo Drive. Chris was with me. We were Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I remember
doing a little shopping with the Kardashians.
Yeah, dude. Like,
my desk.
Man, Kim needs to shut up.
Oh God, yeah. Come on, put a sock in it, lady.
I told Jeff, I'm like, if Kim Kardashian is at this award show, don't even bother fucking inviting me.
She's too busy hanging out with Pete Davidson.
She's in Staten Island.
What's that, huh? What's she doing there?
Pete Davis.
All right, so let's get into the lot here. We got the list. So going into the lot here, just running through these names again. For those who don't know, the list of transactions, it's our Patreon. For as little as $1, you can get your name said here. Might change a little bit, but for right now it's going to be said. Your name will be said here. We'll say whatever you want. We can represent your channel. We can throw it out there. Your Twitch handle, whatever you want, just let us know. We'll throw it in there. First on the list though, Chris, we have Alex, aka King_Shadow1, or no, King Shadow_1 is his name on Twitch.
Giving a new name to Drop Watch, bro. Pull up them pants, bro.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. For those who don't know what we're talking about, we kind of caught Alex in 4K, just ass out. But it was a sight to see. My retinas were burning, but I couldn't look away. So next on the list we have Jessica.
She asked me about what games to play on PlayStation, and I was rattling through. And later in the show, we might talk about something that might fix her problem.
Yeah.
And so good times.
Does she have a PS5 or PS4 or
PS4?
Okay.
Yeah.
Next on this we have Nung.
Nung, the forgotten hero. We love you, girl.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. We also have Patrick, aka Patty Cakes.
Bro, that man sends me last week's TikToks, bro. Infuriating.
But do you reply? You just like watch every one of them and just pretend you never seen them before?
No.
You don't call him out on it?
No, I don't. He just knows that I've already seen them. I'm like, why are you sending me TikToks?
All right. No. Then next on this we have Andres, aka Daddy Warbucks.
Bro, my man knows the best spots for tacos.
Really? I mean,
yeah, bro.
So I look, and this is not. I don't think this is racist at all. All right, so I'm gonna start by saying that. Usually, when people start by saying that, they're gonna say something racist. I'm real worried. I'm totally not gonna say anything racist. All right, look, he's got part Mexican in him. All right, dude, and Mexicans, that's where the taco came from. I would imagine he would know where the tacos are from. Dude, let me know where. I had tacos today, homemade tacos. Dude, I've also had tacos in Mexico. I've never had tacos like the ones I had in Mexico. The ones in Mexico were like, I'm like, look at this. I'm like, this doesn't even look like something I would normally eat in the United States of America. And ate it all up. My God, so delicious. Just sprinkle a little lime on it. It's all you. Usually, I like to put a little sauce, like like a little salsa verde or something, little green sauce on there. But no, dude, just pure, just lime. That's it. Squirt of lime and a Diet Coke. My God, it was wild. It was great. Nice. And a shot.
Nice DC.
And a shot of tequila as well. gotta get a shot of tequila. Fun time.
Yeah, but he had these tacos that you fold up and you dip in the sauce and you take a bite, and it's fucking so good.
Dude, I've heard of it. Like I've seen it.
It's in Ybor.
Oh, dude, we may have to link up about that later. Next on the list, we have now we're on a fat watch here. All right, next on the list, we have Liz actually.
Liz, the homie, welcome back. You never left us. You may have been gone on your Patreon, but you were here in spirit.
Yeah, Liz, it was only like 1 month or 1 week actually. It was really more than anything. And oh, dude, just seeing you return just puts a smile on my face. Next on this we have Ani, my significant other.
Bro, Kevin Bacon can do no wrong, am I right, dude? The goddamn footloose kick off your Sunday shoes.
And she hates Rob Lowe. We just found that out. She hates Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
It wasn't really true.
Like, no one hates Rob Lowe. He was an outsider.
Yes.
All right?
Oh, well, he was in Will and Grace. He played the gay guy. It was funny.
No, he wasn't.
I don't know.
Wait,
I
was
don't.
he?
I think he was. I couldn't tell you. I think I'm pulling this one up.
You're a real gamer. You would know.
Yeah, exactly. Next on the list we have Justin Angel Torres, aka Tampa Cornflake, just doing his thing on Halo. Clack, 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 clack.
Yeah, he's streaming. Also as well, he's been picking up the streamer hat, putting it on, showing how it is to play Halo on mouse and keyboard. And then you're saying like, what the hell does that even look like? You can find out on his Twitch.
Yeah, check it out. It's really cool. Really good stuff. All right. So the next on the list we have Joshua Torres, aka Infinite Neo. I almost forgot his name on Twitch. Also streaming.
Yeah. He's streaming. He's out there. He's doing. Watch him and watch the hijinks that he gets into.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Then we have your brother, Matt.
The second best there is. The second best there was. The second best there ever will be. My brother Matt. Bro, he has been in the Halo.
Nice.
Like Matthew's full tilt, like back in it. What you like asking me what I think, strategies, having conversations, building on map control, and we're just having these constant. Bro, basically we had character sheets on all of our friends, and I'm like, we are mental.
I think it's great, dude. It's so funny because I feel like out of everybody, the people who are pushing back on Halo the most were me and Matt. I think we're the two. Matt mostly. I think Matt mostly than anybody. But both of us. No, I really do. I think because even now Matt still kind of bitches about it, like at the battle pass and stuff like that. I'm a little more open to it, but like Halo has its hooks in me, and I see it with Matt too. So yeah, like it's so funny the way that game just turned us around. But Chris, we have your best friend who's up last here. Last but certainly not least, we have my Dead Space 3 partner. We only played Dead Space 1, but forever. We only played it once, but forever will be my partner. We have 32 Hottie, aka Ivan.
Ivan, my best friend, you will be loved so hard with our friendship. You will feel my friendship deep in you.
Yeah, just stroke his friendship and just feel love just ejaculate all over your body.
like two straight bros do.
Oh, dude, you gotta love it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been the lot. All right. Again, if you want to join the lot, join our Patreon. The links are down below. You know where they're at. And for as little as $1, you can get your name called out too. But let's get back into these rewards, baby. These award show. Chris, I wanted to save this one here to kick us off here, all right? Best community support, all right? And I want to start off with none other than Apex Legends, baby. Hell yeah. That's one. Destiny 2, hell no. That's 2. Final Fantasy 14 Online, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
Okay. This is actually a big one.
I agree.
Because Apex does do a lot. And sure, a lot of the times it's broken, but they're out here trying.
Yeah.
They're swinging and missing, but they're swinging.
They're busting
All
ass.
right?
Yeah.
Destiny 2, no matter what you feel about Destiny, the studio is constantly tooling around the damn thing. Whether it's broken or not, they are constantly working you, telling you what's going to happen. Like Bungie is super about that life. Final Fantasy Online, I know the game is great, but like I don't feel like the community support is there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I could be wrong, but like I never hear anything about it. Fortnite, I feel Fortnite is just a beast. There's not a sense of the community, it just feels like a machine. And you know what I think is actually gonna win? No Man's Sky. Because people love tearing down a game. You know what they love more? Building a game back up. And the narrative is going to be like how it started, that it was not the best. It's not what people thought it was going to be, and where it is now. And just taking that journey, and people are just, it's going to be like, oh, video games is so good, and the community did it. And it's just, I think the storyline wise, I think No Man's Sky wins it.
Wow. That wasn't expecting that. Thank you. I honestly, with you breaking it down though, I don't think you're crazy for saying that. I think you have great points. That being said, though, I'm gonna give it to Fortnite. Like you said earlier, the Ariana Grande thing, and I know Travis Scott is not the best thing on everybody's minds right now. It's kind of has a little bad taste in everybody's mouths, but even when they did the concert for that, Marshmallow, like all these different concerts, all these different characters these skins that you can get in the game, even skins that nobody really even thinks about. Like you even mentioned, Naruto's in the game now. It's wild. So
Believe it.
Yeah, believe it. I'm gonna go with Fortnite. Like, it's just with the things they do there, and they do it on a weekly basis. And guess what? Every time they do it, it doesn't break the game. It's wild. It's like they have the formula that works. Warzone, Apex Legends, they come up with an update, and then you can't play for like a few days. So I'm giving it a Fortnite.
It's almost like they have a small army working in that studio.
A little too
Anyway.
small. All right. Next on the list, we have Best Virtual Reality / Augmented Reality Game. The nominees are
Pokemon Go. Where's Pokemon Go at, bro? This award show is trash, bro. Jeff Keighley, you're stupid. Kojima, I still love you. Yo, where's Willem Dafoe?
Well, Pokemon Go released a few years ago, bro. It's
I don't care.
It's old news. Like, Pikmin Bloom should be on here. Is what we should see.
Where's Pikmin Bloom?
Yeah, where is Pikmin Bloom? Damn it! All right,
Jeff?
But the nominees are Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2. I've always wanted to play that game, by the way. I Expect You to Die, Resident Evil 4, and Sniper Elite VR. Now, I want to start this one, Chris. As a person who owns a virtual reality headset, I would show it to you, but it's a little off camera over here.
Fake gamer.
Yeah, hashtag fake gamer. I'm going to go with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is on every console. The thing runs on a potato, essentially, if you really think about it. Like, or at least it can. I feel like the game has come out on everything, including Game Boy. And yeah, so VR, no exception. I haven't heard what people have thought about it on VR. I haven't heard anything. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know it was on VR myself, but I'm a real gamer. But I'm gonna choose Resident Evil 4. People love that game. It is one of my favorites in the Resident Evil series, so I'm gonna go with that.
I think it's the only one with a noticeable name.
Well, Hitman 3, bro. You don't think Hitman 3 is noticeable?
It's not like Resident Evil. People
That's
are like
true.
Hitman. Oh, I think I've heard of it. Resident Evil, like there is.
Yep.
Boom.
That's a good point.
So I think Resident Evil wins.
All right, good. We finally agree again. I think everything that we haven't agreed for a little long, because we started off on like the same page, and then we just kept choosing like two different things every single time. Yeah, it looks like, except for Resident Evil Village, people. Oh no, that is the first thing where we started. That's where we stopped. But yeah, all right, we're back in the same boat again. Welcome aboard.
Good to be back.
Yeah, man. Best mobile game presented by Redacted, because you don't pay us. You like that? You like that?
I love it. No, I don't want to switch my provider.
Yeah,
no,
we're done.
I don't.
Yeah. Oh no.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about. I'm doing the show.
Yeah, I already see you enough in my second job. All right.
Ugh.
We have Fantasian. Okay. Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, Marvel Future Revolutions, or Pokemon Unite. I want to say Pokemon Unite, but I don't think it I feel like it fell off pretty fast. I don't know how many people are still playing it, but I feel like nobody's talking about it like they used to. I feel like on the Switch it was wild. It came to mobile and was just nobody talked about it. Have they? Have you heard anything?
Playing it on mobile, no, but I don't think for this it's going to matter. You see, I think it is between League of Legends and Pokemon Unite, and both of them struggle from the same problem, and it's not really a problem. They just both live in their massive bubble. Like, you think no one's playing Pokemon Unite? There's still tons of people playing Pokemon Unite, and it's wild, but it goes in that Pokemon bubble where you're like, oh, how is Pokemon the #1 franchise on Earth? It's just they're all talking to each other over there. You know what I mean? Like, so, man,
like nerds in a corner.
I want to say Pokemon Unite, but with the popularity of Arcane, I'm gonna give it to Legal. I'm gonna give it to Legal.
Okay, I'm gonna choose Genshin Impact. It's what I said earlier. Like I said, I think the Chinese are going to get involved in this one. And you know what? I think Genshin Impact, they're going to show us some love. And I hear good things about the game. I hear it's pretty good. I like.
Well, the game is great.
Yeah, I've never played it, but I hear it's great. I think it looks kind of cool. I don't see myself personally playing it as a real true gamer, but or any mobile game for that matter, except for Pikmin Bloom. But Genshin Impact is gonna be my choice. Is it weird that so far that's the one that has me most excited? Is finding out which one wins that nominee. They probably won't even show it. It probably won't even be aired. Like it'll probably be like during commercial break during an ad.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it one way or another.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Now we're starting to get into the real genres. All right, we're gonna start getting some real game stuff here. So we're gonna start off with best action game, not to be confused with action adventure, just best action game. We have Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, or Returnal. Chris, what do you got for me?
I'm gonna go with Deathloop on this one.
Oh, nice. Any particular reasons why?
You know what? Hold on. I take it back because we haven't had a pure Sony exclusive win as we have it up, and I think they're gonna give this to Returnal.
I agree. I think they're gonna give it to Returnal. Deathloop is at a point. It's unfortunate. It's like ever since the Xbox acquiring of Bethesda, where they got Arcane Studios, but the deal with PlayStation, where Arcane was supposed to be making this PlayStation exclusive, went through. It seems like PlayStation just doesn't care about this game. If anything, they'd rather get rid of it as soon as possible. This game during Black Friday was on sale for like $20 to $30. Like no joke. The game just came out a few months ago. Great game, fantastic game. I feel like it's because like there was a while where Arcane I feel like wasn't doing as good for me. I know a lot of people were singing their praises, but it just wasn't speaking to me. But this game really did, and I loved every step of it. Like almost to the point where like, damn, I don't know if I want it to end. Man, I wanted to give it to like so. I agree with you though. I do think we need more of a pure Sony product. I'm giving it to Returnal as well. Yeah. Now, time for a best action adventure, not to be confused with just regular action game. Best action adventure game. We have Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, or Resident Evil Village.
Man, this is tough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This really depends on what games, because technically we don't have. Oh man, this is tough, dude.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
I think Metroid Dread is going to win this.
Okay.
Because like I said, if Pokemon doesn't win before, they need for the PlayStation reason, I'm gonna give the Nintendo reason here, right? And it's a safe pick and stuff like that, because it's between Psychonauts and Metroid Psychonauts and Metroid for me. But it depends if they end up, because the internet loves Tim Schafer, so it's whether they want to wheel him out at the end of the show or wheel him out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It really depends on that. So I'm gonna say Metroid win.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Psychonauts 2. I don't think Psychonauts 2, even though it's my personal game of the year, I don't think it wins game of the year later on. Oh well, spoilers. I guess it's one of the nominees, but I don't think it wins game of the year. So I'm gonna go with Psychonauts 2 on this one, just because, like you said, internet loves Tim Schafer. The award show loves Tim Schafer, so you got to show him some love. I don't think you show him game of the year love, but you show him best action adventure. I think he fits right. I think that's a perfect fit. Next nominees here, we have best RPG. Cyberpunk 2077, a working version of Cyberpunk 2077. Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, or Tales of Arise. This is tough. I'm gonna give it to Monster Hunter Rise, only because I feel like Tales of Arise, I heard good things about it. It's a very weeb game. I just feel like, granted, RPG's kind of a lot of Japanese, it doesn't say JRPG, but it is RPG. But I just feel like Tales of Arise just didn't do it as much as people would hope. Maybe I still think it did well, just not well enough. Scarlet Nexus kind of came and went. I feel like. On Game Pass, I might check that out. Shin Megami Tensei, again, same thing. I'm gonna go to Monster Hunter Rise just because I know Monster Hunter had this huge influx. Like, I think it was Capcom's like best-selling game of all time, if I'm not mistaken. Monster Hunter was. So. I know Rise is technically the Switch version though, so it doesn't really. That's Monster Hunter World that I was speaking of. Man, damn, this is tough. I'm gonna give it to Monster Hunter Rise. I'm just gonna give it to no more specific reason than what I just mentioned. I'm just gonna go with the hype of Monster Hunter World. Give it to Rise. What do you think?
I think they should win.
Same.
That's not who I think is gonna win.
All right.
I think Shin Megami Tensei has been throwing around a lot of money.
Oh, really?
And yeah, like they've been on. I've watched a couple YouTubers who were like, "We're sponsored by Shin Megami Tensei." I'm like, "What?"
Oh.
And I'm like, so if you're throwing that money at YouTubers, I'm like, Jeff is lining his pockets, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the lights on, though. I get it, but and apparently the game is like rock solid and people love it. And I think if maybe I'm not saying that like the game shows are crooked. I'm just saying you have to factor it in as a possibility, and that's why I think that's what's gonna win.
Okay. Hey,
it's still a rock solid game.
I like the fact that what I'm saying, you're out there in the streets, you got your ear to the ground, you're listening, and you're finding these YouTubers who getting paid by this. So you know what, dude, I think maybe Chris has the inside scoop. I think those are good points you made. Next up, we have best fighting game. All right, here's the list. We've got Demon Slayer. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. Get ready. It's Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles. Easy.
Bro, it sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough. Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Lumina. I never heard of this game, but that sounds kind of cool. Melty Blood, Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. Dude, they all don't sound that good to me. The thing is, like, I feel like Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, the trailers were kind of cool, but after the game came out, like, nobody ever talked about it, right? Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. I could have sworn Virtual Fighter 5 came out years ago, back on PS3. So what?
Now it's the Ultimate Showdown Liquid, you fake gamer.
Oh my god. The thing is, I still have the copy of Virtual Fighter 5 that Matt got me that one time. Like I do for PS3, I really do. That's the only reason why I know it came out. Dude, Melty Blood, never even heard of it. I'm gonna go with, it's either gonna be Guilty Gear or Demon Slayer, just because Demon Slayer is a popular anime. But I'm gonna go with Guilty Gear only because I have been seeing a lot of PlayStation push on the Guilty Gear tournament scene. The Pro Series and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give it to Guilty Gear. That's where I'm at right now. Guilty Gear Strive is what I'm choosing, just from what I've seen from PlayStation.
And the reason why you've been seeing it on PlayStation because they bought Evo, and that's why they're pushing that forward. It just is what it is. Nickelodeon also had a lot of support from the Melee community because Wave Dashing was in it. But they're like, let's see what the game happens, and I don't know tournament wise whether that fight or that game really picked up the rest of them, but I know for a fact Guilty Gear is fire.
It looks like cool.
That game. No, it looks cool. People that were playing it were loving it. I caught a couple streams on my own time, and I'm like, man, this just looks like Street Fighter 2 cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm right here for it. It's that, it's just that 2D fighter, but with style. And and all the amount of sweat you want in a nice fighting game. So I'm gonna go with Guilty Gear as well.
That's a good choice. Yeah, like I said, from what I've seen as far as the scene goes, as far as the competitive scene, I've watched a little bit myself, and even I'm like, dude, how much is this game? I kind of want to try it out myself. So yeah, dude, I'm thinking about I'm considering buying it. I'm not gonna go pro in it, but if I wanted to, I'm sure it's not that hard. Real Gamer.
Okay.
Next, best family game, essentially best Nintendo title. We have It Takes Two.
I'm glad you
Not,
said that.
not a Nintendo title. But It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare Get It Together. Chris, I'm gonna go with Mario Party Superstars. I mean, it's a family game. Obviously, you gotta play with more than one person. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think Pokemon Snap. I think it kind of came and went. WarioWare Get It Together, even though I liked it and that was my personal family game. Again, it's just one of those things where it's just like I don't think you're not playing with the entire family. You know, Mario Party Superstar seems like, and in Mario 3D World, that's a first only one player can play that game. So
Look at stop deleting stuff. I can't see it.
I didn't even think about that. Okay, hands off the tools here.
Jesus.
Super Mario 3D World, again, that's only one player. So, and then It Takes Two. I think they got to give it to a Nintendo game here. So I'm gonna go with again Mario Party Superstars.
I disagree. I think they gave it to. No. You see,
I could bring those
Never
games
mind.
back. Do you want me to bring some back or no?
no, because you took out the dead weight.
Okay.
But like, to me, it is between like Mario Party or It Takes Two. I think it really depends. I think if Metroid got the award of what I think they did, then I think It Takes Two gets it here because it's a family game and it's about being broken up and coming back together, and they get to have that sweet moment when the person's accepting the award.
Mhm.
I kind of think they want that, and the game is freaking awesome. So I'm
Okay.
gonna say It Takes Two on that one.
Yeah, I think it's a solid choice. All right. Next, we have best sports/racing game. We've got F1 2021, FIFA 22, Forza Horizon 3. I'm sorry, 5. I don't know where I got 3 from. Hot Wheels Unleashed and Riders Republic. All right, let me start by saying Riders Republic has no chance of winning this. That X Games shit that they have going on, nobody's playing that. I will say that right now. All right, Hot Wheels Unleashed has a better chance because that has actually licensed with like cars in it, and it looks cool as hell. FIFA 22 is like, I know it's popular, but by my understanding, that eFootball game is supposed to be like pretty good as well. Like, well, before they took it down because they had too many problems, but people were interested in what they were doing. And then F1 2021, I don't think that type of racing. It's very niche. I don't think that takes. So I'm gonna give it to Forza Horizon 5. Everybody that I know is playing it. Everybody that have played it has spoken nothing but good things about it. I think the Game Pass helps it out. But even without the Game Pass, I think it's still that good to be the best sports/racing game.
Yeah, FIFA, if they want to do, FIFA can lose and no one cares.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And even the people who love, because FIFA is an immensely popular game that like we just all we remember at the E3 when FIFA has their spot, EA has their award shows, like, oh, sports game. There are blokes out there that are juiced for the new FIFA title, but like it's synonymous with not winning awards, like big awards for some reason. It's like Madden games are to the same level, but obviously Forza wins this hands down. It's gonna be a big thing. You can have like the cars in the background and the immense world, and it just shows like Xbox and like, oh my god, with this, this is amazing moment for Xbox and Microsoft Studio, blah blah blah. Thank you guys. Yeah, 100%.
Right. Yeah, I mean, just to add more to what you're saying as well, like, I'm surprised. First of all, MLB The Show's not on here. I'm actually disappointed it's not on here.
It came out too early in the year, dude.
But yeah, that sucks because like it still came out within the year though. It's just like, come on, like I would think MLB The Show versus Hot Wheels Unleashed. I don't know.
Hot Wheels Unleashed is supposedly pretty good.
I heard it say I know, but it's just like we're talking about an actual sports game, not a game about toy cars. But all right, whatever. I digress. Next up, best simulator/strategy game. We've got Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2 World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Chris, I honestly I haven't played any of these games, but I'm a real gamer, so I'm gonna go with Microsoft Flight Simulator just because everyone who played that game I think just loves it, and the people who have been playing it for so long are so dedicated to this damn game. So I'm gonna go with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, Flight Simulator wins this like hands down. It is by far the most popular game out of all of them. I know Age of Empires like has its audience, but yet again, it just shows up on the scissor real well. And like it's the support that its game, what it does on xCloud is phenomenal. It's just like when you really break down like the minutia of this game, it does something amazing on a level very few games are capable of doing. So I have to totally give it to Microsoft's Flight Simulator.
Yep. And then next up we have best multiplayer game, which is our nominees are Back 4 Blood, It Takes Two, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise.
Sorry, I gotta keep a straight face.
Monster Hunter Rise, New World, and Valheim. Chris, what do you got?
I said earlier this year that no one would be playing Knockout City, and no one is now playing Knockout City. I think New World wins this hands down. It took the world by storm. People still play the game, love it. I think it just wins without a problem because I think Takes Two wins awards earlier in the show.
Right.
So they don't need this anymore. But I think a New World does.
I think It Takes Two. I agree with you that I think it already wins. Like it wins smaller awards. It doesn't win best multiplayer. And I gotta agree with you. New World, it's an MMO, right? And people do love it, even if it breaks your graphics card. People still like it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. It's Amazon's like their big like first title, like their first AAA title. So I'm gonna go with New World as well. Never played it myself. I don't even think I'm that interested in that game, but from what I hear, great things. So I'm gonna go with New World as well. Now we have most anticipated game presented by Redacted, because again they don't pay us. So nominees are Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They should just put Breath of the Wild 2, whatever. Starfield. This one I think is a little more tough than so far. I think this is a real tough one.
This is real hard.
Yeah, this one is way difficult. Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Oh man. Okay.
Did you want me to go first? I can bullshit.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Cause like, so for me, the thing is that there's 3 games that stand out to me here. Okay. But I'm gonna choose. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna choose Elden Ring, and here's why. I want to choose God of War, and I know people are crazy for Breath of the Wild, but I'm gonna choose Elden Ring just because it has already some people have played it, right? So it already got that like, oh, this is it's a good thing, so people already have experienced it, and since it's on people's taste buds right now, I'm gonna go with Elden Ring just because people are playing it right now. So that's why I'm choosing Elden Ring.
Honestly, I don't think you're that crazy in what you're saying at all. But okay, and this is like God of War. It unfortunately is the second one in the franchise. I don't think it's even coming out in 2023. Wait, 2022. I forgot what year.
2022.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're 2022.
I think it comes out in 2023.
Right.
I don't think it comes out next year.
Okay.
And that's because of the world and the quality of game that it is, and that game needs the time. You don't need a Cyberpunk, and with Kratos' face on it. Jesus, that would break my soul.
Oh my.
All right.
God.
Especially because I'm gonna have to buy a PlayStation when the damn game comes out. All right. I'm like, imagine if I bought a console game that's broken. Jesus
Good luck finding
Christ.
one.
And anyway, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Horizon Forbidden West. I think people want to be excited for Horizon Forbidden West, but I don't think people are actually excited for it. Like I feel like people like, we know it's gonna be good, but it doesn't like pull people that the same way as I don't know, any freaking Zelda game ever.
100%.
Like this is the most convoluted name. I don't think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna hold it. I want to agree with you on Elden Ring, but the thing is, people have been losing their freaking minds for Starfield.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna give it the Starfield because people get excited, like, oh my god, there's more lines. They say more things, like, well, no shit.
Yeah.
The game, you know. But people have been like, I'll get random videos on my feed for people just like, this one thing we think is gonna be in Starfield. That might be in Starfield. Like, you're already getting to see those videos of the hardcore making theories and talking back and trying to piece secret things together for this game. And I'm like, I don't see the other games doing that. Like, I don't see random videos popping up for Elden Ring like that.
Okay.
I see it for Starfield. So I'm gonna give it to Starfield on this one.
Well, I mean, and yeah, I mean, like you said, people seem to be juiced for that game. And good luck to them, because that game's gonna be broken as fuck when it comes out. Just because, I'm sorry, any Fallout game that comes out is fucking broken as shit, and I don't have any faith in that team in making anything that's gonna be fucking that's gonna run properly for when I have.
You know what, guys? I do. Guess what? Bethesda could do no wrong.
No,
you know
bullshit, bullshit. I could pull up the last 5 to 10 years. I'll give you all kinds of things.
Anyway, Bethesda can do no wrong. All right, this game's gonna come out with not a glitch, like, bro. Mark my words.
The review trailer was, we had this little antenna was about to fucking lose its mind. That shit was on that fucking robot about to just pop right off. I'm like, if you can't even get your trailer to run well or to run properly, whatever. It wasn't. It didn't break the game. Is that Bethesda money right there? Is that what that is? Bethesda quarter? Oh, jeez. All right. Next.
Yeah, Starfield without a hitch.
Next, we have innovation in accessibility presented by Redacted, because, again, they don't pay us. All right. We have Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5. I was going to say Forza Horizon Forbidden West. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart, The Veil, Shadow of the Crown.
I think.
Oh, good.
Oh, I'll go. You go ahead.
Well, honestly, just because I haven't chosen it yet, I'm gonna go with Ratchet and Clank on this one. Only because, I mean, I don't. First of all, I don't know innovation and accessibility. I guess they mean like the settings, like certain like handicap settings for like vision and stuff like that. I haven't looked at Ratchet and Clank, but I know from at least The Last of Us and a lot of other PlayStation games, they're pretty good when it comes to the settings. I don't think they're as good as, I think, like Xbox with their, they got the controller and stuff like that. I think they do really good work there. But I'm gonna give it to A Rift Apart. That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah, I like Forza's in a close second, but Ratchet and Clank, I forget what his name, but he calls himself the Blind Gamer, and he talks about how phenomenal Ratchet and Clank was for people for accessibility purposes. Okay. And I'm like, that is so rad. Like, it's something that I'll never get to enjoy, and you don't like for it. Like, if you were just worrying about your bottom dollar, you really don't have to worry about it, because it affects such a small margin of people that are playing your game, and you went up and out of your way. Right. And I don't think this cancels out Ratchet and Clank for any other awards, but I think they almost deserve this award.
Okay. That's a good point. So we're both agreeing on that. That's nice. All right, now we have.
That's nice.
No, I think it is nice. I mean, like you said, I've never heard of that where people are, you got people singing their praises, and rightfully so. I think we need more and more games like that. I think, just bring more people in. The more people that are playing, just the better off it is.
Hell yeah.
Next up, best esports game. Now I put presented by Redacted because we don't get sponsored by them.
Sorry, I saw the first one.
Best esports game. You got Call of Duty Warzone, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, or League of Legends. Do you want me to start?
It's obviously Warzone, right?
No, hell no. You know damn well it's not Warzone. What? You out of your mind? It's gonna be. It's League of Legends. Why wouldn't it be League of Legends? Especially Arcane. We're both agreeing on this, right?
Bro, what do you mean, Dad? What do you mean?
Warzone?
Bro, Battle Royale is competitive gaming.
Dude.
I'm gonna go pick Warzone just to piss you off, Liquid.
Are you serious? Am I putting Warzone back on the list here?
I'm putting Warzone to win this award, and it's gonna happen. Too.
The thing is
like,
that
I'm not
watch
joking.
it. No, you're probably right. That's how stupid these things are. God, by the way, if it happens, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so fucking mad, dude. What will I do? You don't even know how. Oh, dude, we don't even know yet. I don't want to get into that right now.
Oh, this is gonna be great. We're gonna. Oh,
Chris,
it's gonna happen.
We finally come down to it. We're about an hour and 10 minutes in, so we don't really have time for anything else. But we're gonna get into Game of the Year. Okay, we have Deathloop by Arcane Studios / Bethesda. We have It Takes Two by Hazelight Studios / EA. I don't know why we're saying the publisher, but okay.
It's the game.
Metroid Dread from Mercury Steam, Nintendo. Psychonauts 2, Double Fine, Xbox Game Studios. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Insomniac Games, Sony Interactive Entertainment. And Resident Evil Village, Capcom, because they're the publisher / developer. Do you want me to go? Or you're gonna go?
You go, because I'm really interested in what you got to say.
Okay, cool. I thought you would be. So, I wanted to pick Deathloop. However, that game, the way it's been treated, I don't see it getting Game of the Year. Okay. I want to give it to It Takes Two. Great game. I think it's a little too small for what we're seeing compared to all the other games. All right. I wanted to give it to Psychonauts 2, which is my favorite Game of the Year. Again, I still feel like it's a little too small. Like, I don't feel like as much people liked it as much as I did. All right. I want to give it to Resident Evil Village, but Resident Evil Village, it has a chance. For me, though, I don't think it was as good as Resident Evil 7 was. All right. That leaves us with 2 left. We got Ratchet & Clank, and we got Metroid Dread. I'm giving it to Metroid Dread. The reason why is because Nintendo fans are crazy. All right. And I think they're going to flood these damn votes. I think this award show is so off the rails that Nintendo has just as much chance of winning this thing. I think it's going to Metroid Dread just for the simple fact that they're not going to get a lot of love anywhere else except for the family games. That's why I'm going to go with Metroid Dread.
You are out of your goddamn mind if you think Metroid is going to win Game of the Year. You know how ridiculous that sentence is to say? Nothing against Metroid and its fan base, but the thing is, it does not have the brand recognition that, honestly, the thing is, it's just not happening. 100% Liquid, you're a psychopath. All right. The thing is, what it really comes down to, everything what Liquid was saying until that point, I agree with him. I think it does come down to Psychonauts and Ratchet & Clank. The thing is, Psychonauts, as it was, if not the people were speaking about it, it was so critically admired that people people reviewed it and loved it to death, and it came out at this perfect time where people still stick to it to high regards. Ratchet & Clank is Ratchet & Clank. It is the safe pick. It is consumer friendly. It is a nice thing you can attach your award show to. It's not too spicy in a day and age where video games get a little spicy, and the overall video game awards. I'm actually gonna give it a Psychonauts 2 because now that I went through the whole list, I think they win the accessibility award. That's a big enough win for PlayStation because they want to show that they're all inclusive and they're here for everyone, and I think they're gonna win that. And I think this is where they wheel out Tim Schafer to end the show. Audience loves him, people in the industry love him, and it's this big beautiful send-off.
Okay. I don't know. I just feel like Nintendo Switch, there's way more Nintendo Switches out there. The Ratchet & Clank, even though I would like for that to win, I just feel like there's not enough PS5s, not enough people experience the game. And I don't know. Remember, the people who are doing these votes are essentially the people who do reviews and shit like that. And the people who do reviews tend to be a lot of Nintendo fangirls and fanboys. I just feel like I just feel like they're gonna rally behind a Metroid Dread. I have a feeling. I don't want it. I don't think it should. I just feel like that's what's gonna happen. It's just there's something telling me that's what's gonna happen.
After what you just said, if it is the people who write the reviews of the industry, I think 100% is gonna be Psychonauts 2.
Okay, dude, if it's Psychonauts 2, I will be jumping for joy because I think that game deserves to be Game of the Year. Like I said, my personal favorite. So we'll see how it does. So you're saying Psychonauts 2. You know, I'm not even gonna take any games off this list. I'm gonna keep them on there. But we know which ones we picked. You've got Psychonauts 2. I've got Metroid Dread. We'll come back to it. We'll see what it looks like. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see the way this goes down. Because it's gonna be either fantastic or just a pure shit show.
Yep, because Call of Duty is gonna win best competitive game.
Oh my god, dude.
And Liquid, if that happens, you're never hearing.
I'm closing this thing out. All right, like, ladies and gentlemen, that's been our picks. This is what we think is going to go down for the Video Game Awards. Tell us what you think in the comments down below. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Patreon. Links down below. Chris, do you have anything to say left to the kids before we head out?
No, you can't have my. Thank you so much for watching. It's great to bring you live on the ground coverage. Expect to see me at the award show. I'll try not to drink too much. No promises. Open bar. You know your daddy loves that rum. All right, guys. I'll see. I'll be back. I'll be back in my normal place. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back.
Well, that's been Chris on the scene of the Game Awards. I've been Liquid. This has been a Microtransaction. Well, I guess, I'm sorry. Love each other. Take care. Above all else, be cool. This, of course, has been a Microtransaction.